welcome to a very, very special edition of Cracking the Cryptic. I'm so thrilled today. I am joined by a fellow YouTuber for the first time ever on the channel. Bismuth, welcome to Cracking the Cryptic.
Hi, thanks you so much for having me. I'm very excited.
You are most welcome. This is such a treat for me. I know many of the viewers of this video will be very familiar with you already, but let me give a potted bit of information. Bismuth's channel, I think you've got 250,000 subscribers or something.
Yeah, close to that, yeah.
Yeah, and specializing in videos about speedrunning computer games. And when I say specializing, these videos are unbelievable. I was just saying before we turned on the webcam, I've been watching, I watched all of one about speedrunning Donkey Kong 64. And in preparing for this video, Bismuth, I'd been sort of thinking about questions I might ask you. And one of the questions I was going to ask was, are you a keen gamer? Are you good at games? And then sort of halfway through the video, Bismuth announced yes, and then a newcomer arrived on the scene of sort of world records in Donkey Kong 64, and it was me. And you were like in second place in the world at that point. It was, and well, actually, I'm rambling now. But the other thing I noticed is how precise these speed runs have got. Like I watched one about Super Mario, and it was literally the people had to get the pixel right. It was only if you were in a very particular position on the screen, like to within a pixel or something, you could do the jump correctly in order to speed run the game. Anyway, I've rambled. Bismuth, you.
Yeah, I think you've said it very well. The speedrunning at the very high level becomes extremely it's like an extremely intricate dance where you have to be extremely precise. And yeah, some tricks in Mario games, like in Super Mario Brothers, can actually be even more precise than the pixel level, where your position has to be precise within like a value that you can't see but is hidden between the pixels, and you have to like just trust that you're pressing the buttons right to get it. And you sometimes have 1/60th of a second to jump at the right time. And yeah, it's extremely precise when you get at the at the world record level.
Absolutely unbelievable. So if any of you don't watch Bismuth, you really should. It is incredibly entertaining stuff. Whether you're interested in computer games or not, I am interested in computer games. I just wish I was better at them. I am currently playing a bit of Overwatch, Bismuth. Do you approve of that or not really?
I've personally not played the game. I tried it. I think it was the beta, like for 15 minutes at my friend's place. But I'm just not much of a shooter kind of person. So
Neither am I.
I I haven't played like Overwatch or Counter Strike or the big shooter games. I've only played a little bit of Team Fortress 2 when I was in college. That's pretty much the extent of my shooter experience.
Do you think, though, that if given how good you are at games generally, if you just said, okay, I'm just going to practice a bit, would it translate? Or, would you?
Well, I think it's different games have different skill sets. Um, Generally speaking, I'm good at I would say platforming games, so the Mario games or uh, the kind of game that just requires like timing or getting a good feel for how your character is moving. Um, and I played a lot of League of Legends when I was a bit younger. I still play it occasionally, and I got to a decently high level in that game as well. But I feel like in just like a first person shooter game, the skill set is completely different, and I just don't really have that. So I think it's just like depending on what games you enjoy and which games you get good at, the skill set can transfer between some games, but there's a very, very wide variety, and you can be great at some and really bad at others.
Yeah, I got very addicted to StarCraft 2 a few years ago, and I think that plays far more to my strengths than sort of first-person shooters. Just I can't really. I'm constantly being frustrated by Overwatch, and I'm sure it's my own fault or my age or something. I think maybe it's a young person's game. But I've got another question for you, and this has been one that we've had a few times to do with Sudoku and a constructor called Icy Fruit. Have you ever heard of the name Icy Fruit as a Mario special programmer or something who creates weird mods of the Mario games?
Icy Fruit. I don't think that
Yeah.
name rings a bell. I know that there's a constructor. It was Woofer ZFG. I know
Oh
he
yeah.
made one of the puzzles that you solved in one of your videos, and he actually is a rather big name in the speedrunning community because he. Um, I hope I'm not wrong here, but I'm pretty sure he was one of the co-developers of the speedrunning timer live split,
Oh wow.
which is like ubiquitous among among the speedrunning community. Basically, everyone uses that timer. Um, so
And
yeah,
that's the thing that says you've done that level in that amount of time. The next level in.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically just like a regular like a stopwatch, but it also has a lot of features that let you customize like the main thing it has is splits, so you can divide the run up into several segments that you can measure individually, so you can tell how well you're doing compared to your personal best or the world record or anything, any comparison you want. Um, and it has like a bunch of other features, but basically, like the gist of it is it lets you track your time in a very precise way and lets you display it for viewers as well to in a very like um, very visually helpful manner that just at a glance you can tell how well the run is going.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen that in your videos. Or is that the same thing I'm seeing in your videos? They often on the right hand side of the screen they have those splits.
Right. Usually any speed run from 2013 or 14 onwards uses uses live split. That's what you see next to the
Oh,
gameplay,
cool.
yeah.
Gosh. So there's already a lot of tie-in between the world of Sudoku and the world of speedrunning games. And how did you come across cracking the cryptic?
Um, well, I think the origin story is maybe a little boring. It's just a regular YouTube recommendation at one time. It was the Miracle Sudoku where there are only one and two given on the grid, just two numbers. And initially, you believe it to be kind of a troll submission that wouldn't be solvable. But then, as you kept unearthing more information about where you could place the digits, you ended up being fascinated by how well constructed that puzzle was. And your sheer enthusiasm and positivism for like the the elegance of the puzzle really drew me in, and I think that's what draws most people in as well. And yeah, that was 4.5 years ago, I want to say.
Yeah, it
And
was.
I've been, I would say a casual fan of your channel ever since. I've done, several dozen Sudokus that you've showcased, and I like to do them with friends and family as well, kind of like we're doing now with screen sharing, and you can solve them together. So yeah, it's
Oh,
been a really fun experience to
that's
to be
so
a fan of your
cool.
channel.
That is so cool. Well, thank you for watching at all. Um, it is a mystery. It's a mystery to me that people do watch, but I yeah, I, it makes me very very glad. Right, should we give this one a go then?
Sure.
Okay, so this Mark's just sent me this. It's called Odds and Ends by Ul-Rhymm. Um, and I don't know much about it apart from it looks very pretty. Why don't you read the rules, Bismuth, and then we can we can see how we go.
Okay. So standard Sudoku, each digit 1 to 9 appears exactly once in each row, column, and 3 by 3 region. Renban, each pink line contains a set of consecutive digits in any order. And Killer, in cages, digits do not repeat and sum to the number in the top left corner. Cages marked with an O sum to an odd number.
Oh, I was expecting there to be another sentence saying cages marked with an E sum to an even number, but that doesn't seem to be there, so perhaps we've just got O's in the grid. Right, that's what we've got to do. Hopefully that's clear to everyone. Just in terms of these pink lines, imagine this digit here was a 1. Then we would know this line had to contain the digits 1, 2, 3, and 4 altogether, because it's got to be a consecutive set. And those don't have to be in any particular order, so we could shuffle them around as we like. But do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now we get to play. Let's get cracking. Now just shout if you see anything, Bismuth.
Yeah, I'm just now starting to look at the puzzle.
Yeah,
no. Okay. I see a 17 pentomino that is somewhat interesting because the digits 1 to 5 sum to 15, so that's fairly restricted.
Yes, it feels like it's got to have 1, 2. Does it need to have... I think it does need to have 3, actually.
Yeah, I think we're forced to have either 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 or 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah, now how do you like to pencil mark? Would you put all the options in there, or would you do that, or would you do nothing, or how would you like to see it?
Yeah, I feel like there's no good way to do this that doesn't just fill the square with numbers. Usually, I think what I would, I'm not sure what I would do there. I think I would probably mark all the options, but
1, 2, 3,
that's just
4, 5,
none of it is pretty.
7. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. But we definitely have to have 1, 2, and 3. So the 18's presumably got something similar.
Yeah, for 18, however, I think 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 is possible. So that, I guess, yeah, 1, 2 have to be in there. That's definitely true.
So that one's 1, 2, 3. This one's 1, 2. And we've got a whole load of Renbans. They're all either 2 cells or 4 cells by the looks of things. That's probably famous last words, and there is one that's got an odd length, but I don't think there is.
No, I think you're right.
So the 2 cell ones are going to sum to an odd number, and the 4 cell ones are going to sum to an even number, I think, because they'll have 2 odds and 2 evens on them.
That's a good.
So I feel like I should be able to say something about the parity of that. Is that wrong? That collection of digits sums to an odd number.
Yeah, I think you're definitely on something here. So the 2-digit Renban has to be even. The 4-digit Renbans have to also be even.
Yeah.
Which means collectively.
Well, yeah, the two digit is odd, I think.
Right.
Yeah, so that's odd. This is overall even. So that one is to get. We're overall on an odd number, so we're on odd. So we should stay. That should be even, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I said the 2-digit Renban should add to an even number, but it's an odd number here. Yeah. So This definitely has to be even indeed, which means the other would have to be odd. And I think looking at the parity is probably what we should be doing at this moment for like the rest of the grid. Because I see another, um, it's kind of like symmetric in the other corner. There's the same deal where
Yeah.
the associated square would be, um,
Yeah, that is also even.
yeah.
So this is odd. So if this is odd in a 3-cell triomino, these have the same parity and these have the same parity. So they could be double even or double odd, and the same is true of there. And
That would
one,
be true of the other two in the 17 pentomino as well, right? They would have the same parity.
yeah. So
which mean that together
yes,
they would
yes.
add up to an even number, which means the fifth
Lovely.
one has to be odd.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. So it feels like parity is our friend in maybe box 5, maybe. So we've got 3 odds there, and then these are going to be, they might be double odd, in which case, oh, see, everything else is even. Yeah, so these have the same parity, I think.
I noticed that because the like whatever digits are from box 5, there's 4 digits in the Renban, and
Yeah.
whatever digits are not on the in box 5 on those Renbans are going to be the same parity as well. But if we say like they're both even, both pairs are even in the box 5, that would mean that every single digit in the 17 cage would be odd, which I don't think is possible.
I see. Yeah, so you're saying if these were both even, you might not be saying this, but I think I'm grokking dimly what you're saying. You're saying if these were both, these have to be the same parity. Whatever
Right.
that is, these have to be the same parity.
The opposite parity.
Yeah, the opposite parity to those,
Yeah.
but then in order for this to sort of make sense, we certainly can't have 4 of one parity or 4 of a different. These must be opposite parity, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. So these are, so that whatever parity that is, this is opposite. So are these both even then? Because
Right.
one of those is an odd parity set using that logic. That's lovely. So
In that 3-cell cage, the odd one, yeah, that means that there has to be one even, one odd in the remaining numbers, and then that creates sort of like this
yeah,
parity mirror between the two Renbans.
yeah, that's. It's actually a very weird setup, isn't it? There's nothing in box 7, almost nothing in box 3, and everything seems to flow through the negative diagonal. Now,
Hmm.
here's 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 an ill-formed thought, but I'll just make it and then we can think about it. That digit can't go on the 4-cell Renbans at all. If I want to say it's very difficult for this to be a 2. Because if that's a 2, don't I have to have something low in here? Maybe not, actually. If that's 2, and that's 1. 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be the best I could do there. 6. 3, 4, 5, 6
That
is
would,
just too much, isn't it?
yeah, it would be a 20 cage.
Yeah. And if this is 3,
Then you can't have a 1.
you can't have a 1, 2, or 3. You can't
Right.
obviously repeat the 2, but you couldn't have 1. So now these would be 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right. I, f- I think I see where this is going.
So this is 4, 6, or 8, I think.
I think there's definitely an argument that it can't be 4 either.
Okay.
Because like you said, if it can't be on any of the 2 Ren bands around it,
It's
that
actually weird.
means
I can almost see it can't be 4 easier than I can see it can't be 2.
because that would force them to be at least 5, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I don't think you can
Yeah.
there's no way you can make that add up to 18 for sure.
Yeah.
So I think that the 2 Ren bands have to be completely under that one cell.
Yeah. Yeah, so what Bismuth is saying is if this is 4, because you can't put 4 on the red band now, you can't be putting 1, these are 4-cell Ren bands, you can't put 1, 2, or 3 on them because they would have 4 in any of those situations, so these have to be enormous. 5, 6, 7, 8 is way too much. I'm not even sure. 6 might work because...
Well, I'm looking at it, and I don't think it's possible because it's sort of like well, hold on. I don't think I've thought this through enough. But basically, where I was looking at the fact that one half of the Ren band is shared with the cage. Like each Ren band is sort of like sharing either a Sudoku region or the 18 killer cage, and so they can. It's possible, but it's hard for them to share digits. So I was thinking
Yeah.
if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is too restricted of a set of numbers to pick from to put them all on Ren bands and for it to make sense. But I haven't figured out if that's actually the case.
I think if this is 6, this has to be 7. Because the other 4 digits in the cage have to add to 12 now. And they can't repeat 6, so they would be 1, 2, 4, 5. Ah, that's... Hang on, we've... So, that doesn't work. This is really weird. You can't put... You've got to put 2 3s, I think. I might be wrong, but this is... Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I was thinking if that's 5... This can't work at all because I can't make 4 digits add up to 12 without using 5 or 6. So this is 7. And these digits are 1, 2, 4, 5. Because they can't use 6. But now don't I need 2 3s? Because I can't have 6 on either Ren band. So one of these Ren bands is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. The other one is going to have a 5 on it, but it can't have a 6 on it, so it will have a 3 on it, and you're going to get 2 3s, I think, there. I think.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So I think that rules out the 6 completely.
So this is 8, which is about the least, most likely thing I thought it was. And now I feel like I am going to have another problem, but maybe...
Well, now we're forced to put 1, 2, 3, 4 in the rest of the cage.
7, 9.
And we need the other numbers on those Ren bands to all be different, which I think that means they have to be 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I feel that that's right. I mean...
Because we're going to have one Ren band that has 1, 2 in it, in the cage, and the other will have 3, 4 in it. So that's the only way that in region 9 we have 4 different numbers, so that the 1-2 would connect to a 3-4, and the 3-4 would connect to a 5-6. Because if we had, like, say, a 1 and a 3 and a 2 and a 4, then you would have to have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4, 5, in which case you would need to put too many of the same numbers in the.
Let's just, that sounded convincing. Let me just think about that. If we did this, then this would definitely have to be 2, 4 in that direction. This would need 3 on it, and this would be...
Oh, that is...
Yeah.
I actually don't see how that's not possible anymore.
Yeah. There's definitely... Hang on, let's think about this. So how does this work? One of these is definitely got 1 on it, so that REM band, wherever it is 1, 2, 3, 4. The other one...
Yeah, I guess I got a little too ahead of myself there, because it is indeed possible to not have them go all the way up to 6.
Yeah, it feels... I don't know what to do now. This has got to have an odd and an even digit on it. Okay, should we try this one? Maybe this one works the same way, or that one.
I was thinking of the upper left corner.
This one first. Let's go
The main difference is that the killer cage is 20 instead of 18.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if how much that changes the rest of the reasoning.
Let's have a look, shall we? So if we put 2 here, I feel like that's going to be a problem.
3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adds up to 20, so that would be possible.
5, 6, with this being...
That would force that to be a 1.
Yeah.
And actually, maybe that's where we want it to go. And the reason is what could be a 1 and what is likely to be a 7 or a 9 might end up clashing if both the even numbers were 8.
Oh, I see. You're saying if this is 8 as well, yes, maybe there is a... Yeah, maybe. I'm not so sure this isn't worth looking at, you know. Because this 17 cage is much more restricted than this cage. We know this has got to have tiny digits in it. And I feel like if that is tiny, that's going to be a massive... I feel like if this is 2, we're going to get ourselves into a pickle, aren't we? Let me just think this through.
Right. Because the even number is preventing it from completely preventing it from appearing in the 17 cage.
Yeah. So this number's now out of bounds.
We've already established that 1, 2, and 3 had to be in that cage,
Yes.
so that actually forces it.
It forces this to be 1, doesn't it? Because if this is 3, we now can't put 3 on the REM bands at all. But we know 1 is on a REM band somewhere.
What I was saying is the 17 cage has to have 1, 2, 3.
Yes, actually, you're right. It just has to have 2 in it, doesn't it? And
it has to have 2. So
that's a good point. Yeah,
that has to be at least 4.
Yeah. Oops. Okay, so this is now 3, 5, or 7. Now, if this is 4, if this is 3, it never works. And this is for the complicated reason I was seeing before. If this is 4 and this is 3, now we know 1 is on the REM band somewhere because 1 is needed for the 17 cage, and that REM band will have 3 on it, and it can't. So that definitely takes 3 out of there. I'm not sure. Well, 4, 5 doesn't work. Or actually, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think
I don't feel like it should work.
I
No,
think the reason it can work is that 5 means that you could. Hold on,
one,
maybe
two,
maybe
three,
I'm going insane.
six. No, it doesn't work because you've only got
Right.
one high digit. It's weird. This is such a
Hmm.
weird puzzle. If this is if this is 4, then this is 5. Now these digits to add up to 12 have to be 1, 2, 3, 6.
Right.
And the 6 Renban that therefore exists does not have 5 on it, so it must be 6, 7, 8, 9. But we've just said that these digits don't include 7. They're 1, 2, 3, and 6, so we can't. The second digit on the 6 Renban couldn't exist. Did that make sense? Do you think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
yeah?
I drew the same conclusion at the same time.
Okay, so this is 6. I'm very sure about
That's
that.
6 and 7. Wait, hold on. It
Oh,
doesn't
6 and
have
7,
to
you're right.
be
No, it does, you're right. Because if this was 5, these have to add up to 12
right.
without using 6 and 5. So
So with that being 7, now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest of the.
oh, that's this was surely getting too cluttered over here.
That forces the 9. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. No. Well, maybe that digit's really under pressure. This one here, because that sees all of those. Because it
Oh yeah,
sees.
it does.
So that is 5, 6, or 8, I think.
I don't think it can go as high as 8 just because of the Ranban.
Yes, you're right. 5 or 6. Lovely. Oh, so this hasn't got 1 on it anymore.
True.
So the 1 is up. So this Renban is now 1, 2, 3, 4. This is quality, this puzzle. And these squares are now 2, 3, and 4. But we said they had to have the same parity. So they both have to be even.
Right. So they have to be 2. And the other 2 have to be odd. So that would be 5, and we can't have 7, so 3 and 5.
Oh, lovely. Good grief. So this is 1 by parity now. And these are 6 and 8. I wonder
And the 3 prevents the in the box 2. Now we have 3 and 1 on the Renban.
Oh, hang on.
Because
3.
of box 5.
Yes. Have I missed? Oh, this is 1, 3. So this is 2, 4. This is 2, 4. So there's a 3 on this Renban.
And either 1 or 5, which I don't think is known yet.
So 3 is up there by Sudoku. These are both odd. Shall I continue with the parity shading, do you think? It might be an idea.
I think it definitely still has the potential to be helpful.
This is not 6 anymore. And there's no... hang on, there's no 1 in the 20 cage. So doesn't it have to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Or am I going mad?
Yeah, that's 20.
Yeah.
So there's no 8.
2, 3, 4.
Oh wait, we have a 1. So that has to be a 2 on the Renban.
Yeah. And these are not 3. And this... So the 3 is on this side, and we can't put 2 on the Renban. So this Renban is 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, which...
There's a 2-4 pair on row 4, which means we're limited to 3, 5, 6. And then the 4 has to go in box 1.
Oh, lovely. Okay, very nice. And there's a 4 on this Renban, but no 2. So this Renban must have 5 on it. Actually, and 6, mustn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either 3, 4, 5, 6 or 4, 5, 6, 7.
But we know that the 4. Okay. That's not 6 by... That fair-weathered friend Sudoku, that's not 6. This is where, Bismuth, I'm going to be relying on you, my friend. This is all Sudoku. 2s and 4s have to be down here.
Sometimes it takes me a long time to start looking at Sudoku as well.
Yeah.
I can stay embarrassingly long stuck on a state before realizing that Sudoku is the key.
This little thing here has to have an even digit on it, and I think that has to be a 6.
There's only one left, right?
5, 6, 7. That can't be 5.
The every other digit in row 7 has to be odd.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we should orange.
I think that's where the shading is going to start helping us. There's also column 6, which is one odd number left in that column. But we don't have anything to work with.
That's that digit, isn't it, I think? Oh, look, the 3. Yeah, the 3 does it. 3, 1. So we've got to put 5 in here somewhere. 3 is down. There's a 3 down here and a 3 here. So 3 is in one of those 3.
We can say that the bottom number that's not in the cage in the box 9 has to be odd because, well, there's 2 reasons. I'm going to go with the obvious one that I missed initially. There's 4 even numbers in column 7, so every other number in that column has to be odd.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I was going to go with the secret method, but that's much more obvious.
Yeah, there has to be a 6 on here, doesn't there? As the last even digit. So 9 is a bit restricted in box 9. This can't be a 3 actually. Is there a 4-5 pair? Have we got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 8, and 9 are sort of left hanging in row 3.
Oh yeah, okay. It took me a while to see it. Okay.
Now, how does this work? We know there's a 3 there. I can't remember. I'm sure we did work that out, but I can't remember why we thought that now. It's because of the 2, 4, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Actually.
The box sums to 20.
Yeah, there has to be a 3. Yeah, there has to be a 3 here. Because there must be a 3 within the 20 cage. And that 3 takes it out of here. And then there had to be a 4 here. Oh, is that... Yeah, that's true. So this 4 looks at this too. There we go. 2, 4, 4, 2.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
Four is on here, along with 5 and 6.
I got stuck on the number of odds and evens on rows 5 and 6 and the Ren band that we don't have anything on yet, but I was thinking if, can that be a even odd? Because I would force every other number in those rows to be colored like the opposite color, but I think it works. So that's basically what I was on, but I don't think it adds anything.
Where's 1 in box 1? I think is a reasonable question. Doesn't it have to be here?
It can't be on the 2 Ren band because the other one would have to be 2.
Yeah.
And all the other Ren bands are too high.
So what is this? Where's oh no, that's rubbish. I was about to say something that's total nonsense. But there does have to be quite a high digit on here, doesn't there? Because even if that's 9, then 8 would have to be on. Yeah, 8 has
Yeah,
to...
yeah, either 8 or 9 have to be on there, or both, because
So 8
none of
must
them
be.
are on the other
Yeah.
Renbands.
So I think 8 has to be on here. Because if 9's on here, then 8's on here. And if 8, otherwise 8 is on here.
Right.
Yeah, so that's not 8 anymore. So 8 is over here.
So is that a 789 triple in that case?
This or here.
Yeah, those 3. I think so, right?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Since there has to be an 8 on the Renban, the other digit has to be 7
right.
or 9.
You're right. That's lovely. Right, so we can take 7. So this is this.
So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, so we've got...
That places a 3 in box 7, I believe. Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good. Very nice.
I think... No, hold on. I think I got ahead of myself. I think it can be in column 1 in box 1.
Oh, here? No, actually, that's my bad pencil marking, because there's definitely a 3
right.
here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So 8 all evens. Now where do we go? What about column 6 maybe? 5, 6, 8, is it? Six can't be at the bottom because there's definitely a 6 on this Renban. So there's definitely that's quite nice. So there's definitely a 6 in box 2 in this domino, which means this is a 4-5 pair. Which means that this doesn't have 5 on it. So that's 3, 6. Which means this is 4, 5. And that's sort of mirrored through here.
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
6 again.
That's a long chain of consequences.
So 5, 8, 9 into those squares. 6, 3, 6. So 6 is... Oh, I thought I had something then, but no. This is 4, 5. So this is... Okay, so we can get 5 in column 6. It must be at the bottom now. So that's not 5. So it's 6, 7 now on this funny little Renban. And 1, 5, 9 to complete the row.
Yeah, I think that's correct. 1 can't go in column 3, but otherwise I think they can go anywhere.
5, 9. 3. Maybe 1, 3, 8, 9. So 1 is there. 3, 8. Or maybe up here, 2, 7, 2, 7, 9. That's not 2. 2, 7, 9, 6, 8. I think we're sort of 1 deduction away from breaking, because we've nearly done all the lines now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one Renban that doesn't have anything on it.
This one.
It's not quite there, but we're actually pretty close to figuring out something, because we've ruled out 1, 2, 3, and 6, and 6 actually doing a lot of work there.
Okay. Yes.
Because unfortunately 4 and 5 are not ruled out yet. They would be forced because of just by Sudoku. But 4 and 5 can go there. Otherwise, we're left with 7, 8, 9 as the other possibilities.
That can't be 9. The parity shadings sort of come to a bit of a...
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get a lot more out of it.
Hang on. Right, look at column 9. These digits all have to find a home. That looks difficult because of this digit not being able to be... Yeah, I think this has to be I think this has to be 1. I think 1, 2, 3, and 4 have to go in exactly those squares.
I think you're right.
So this is 1.
And that places the 9 in the other corner of that box.
9. 5. Is that 5 really true? Yeah, it seems to be true. 6, 7 on the Renban?
Definitely 6, 7 on the Renban.
2, 3, 4 at the top.
I think I missed how you got to 3 and 5 placed.
What I had was I had pencil marked these 2 digits as 1, 3, or 5 just because of the 2, 4. And then once this was
actually,
1,
I think it's the 5 in box 8 that I think I missed the reasoning behind.
Oh no, that was because of the 4, 5 up here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that.
No, don't worry.
Okay.
I said that we were 1 deduction away, and now we're 1, 3, 1, 3, 7.
Now we have to be just 1 deduction away.
Yeah.
There's definitely a 1. So in box 6, I have 1 and 3 placed because of the 3 in box 9.
Oh, lovely. Well done. Yes.
So that also forces the 1 in box 3 as well.
Yeah, and I got a 7 at the top there that seems to be doing some work actually. 9.
That
7,
leaves us with the
2.
8, 9 pair in box 3, which places the 7 in box 1.
8, 9 pair, box 3. Oh, hang on. I think you're doing magic here that I'm going to have to catch up with. Let me
I have to catch up with what you did in the meantime. Place the 9 and the 2 and the 7. And that places an 8 as well.
Oh, this has now become... I've got an even digit in this funny old cell now. Row 6, column 3 seems to be even.
Right.
So this... Oh, that doesn't... That's not what we wanted. We wanted it to be the other way around, I think. But I think you did... It sounded like you did... Oh, I see what you did. Yeah, you got 7 in row 3. Ah. Oh, that's huge. That's absolutely mighty.
Yeah, I think that's going to be...
That can't be 4. Because of this X-wing on 4s here. So this square... the corner is a 4. No, 3. 4, 2, 3.
The 9 in box 1 also places the 5 in box 7. The 5, 9 pair.
Yes, lovely, yeah. 9, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5... 2 something 5 probably.
We're left with the 9 in box 4 as well in the 5, 8, 9.
Is that
just because of 5, 8 in box 1?
5, 8 in box 1. Yeah, it's... Oh, sorry, I'm just not seeing it. Oh, 5. Are you saying place 5 in box?
And I'm just saying in box 4.
Got you. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah, that's true as well. I didn't see that 5.
So this is 4.
I was using the 5 already placed in box 1, but you're right that it also placed a 5 in box 4.
It's actually, I've got to be fair to Mark. The puzzles he's chosen so far for these videos have been absolutely wonderful. This is a great puzzle. 9, one.
Yeah, and I feel like I would say my skill level, that was perfectly the right difficulty. Um,
Well,
I think I would probably have been able to solve this on my own in maybe like an hour and a half or something.
I think you do yourself a disservice. There was a lot of that you were getting to way before me. Oh, I haven't filled in all the digits, silly me. Something like that. It's a bit. Hang on, I really should finish off the colouring, otherwise people will get cross. Quite rightly. 6, 8, 2, 4. They're all blue. 3's turn orange. 1's turn orange. Okay, should we risk the click?
I think we should. I've got the same solution.
Fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. What a lovely, lovely puzzle.
That was a lot of
Ul-Rhymm.
fun.
Yeah. Oh, and it was, well, a lot of fun. Very, really. I get a real kick out of doing these souls with somebody else. It's really good fun for me. So, thank you so much, Bismuth, for joining and for being, yeah, showing some serious Sudoku props. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a really enjoyable experience. If a little bit surreal, but I almost feel like I'm on TV. It's weird because I I feel like we kind of do the same thing, and we have like a somewhat similar sized YouTube channel, even though yours is almost 3 times bigger. But what I mean is that it somehow still feels like I'm on TV, or it's like a really special experience.
I'm delighted. This has been, yeah, really lovely and a great treat, and another great puzzle too. So let us know in the comments how you got on with this puzzle. We enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And thanks again to Bismuth, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.